Hello there, all you beautiful people. My name is Lebushki, and welcome back to another movie review. This time for Ready or Not 2. Here I come. Now, I can't proclaim to be the biggest fan of the first one. I just thought it was fine. It's not a bad movie at all, but it's pretty stereotypical final girl type of film where, you know, you got your main character and she's being hunted by a lot of people. The odds aren't good. She's the final girl. That's really it. And the first one, it was kinda funny, kinda kooky, but it just wasn't great? I didn't particularly love it. I know that's not the opinion that many people agree on, but it's my opinion and I'll hold to it. However, the second one was not a movie I planned on catching, but I got quite lucky and was able to snag, like, one of those last-minute screenings before the movie gets switched out for something else. So, I'm actually very happy that I was able to catch it. 'Cause with all the movies I saw, I swear I saw this trailer like 70 times. And it didn't look bad. But let's just go directly to the pros and cons, and we'll knock out the things about it that I enjoyed and did not. Pros and cons. I gotta say, it was more entertaining than the first. I don't know, maybe I'm just a sucker for dual survival girls, dual survival protagonists, if you will. But I just found it a lot more interesting. Both Samara Weaving and Catherine Newton had a far more convincing chemistry, as you can see in the second point, and like just better performances together. Not to say that Samara Weaving's performance was bad at all in the first one. I just think in this situation, she worked better with a co lead rather than on her own. They were funny. They were they felt heartfelt and real more so than they did in the first one, or more so than the characters were in the first one. It just was a lot more convincing that these characters were sisters, related, and loved each other. The antagonists were also a lot more interesting. In the first film, it's just Catherine's family-in-law, or sorry, not Catherine. Wow, Samara Weaving's family-in-law, and they're fine, but none of them are really great. I didn't think their characters were anything interesting. Whereas these characters are all coming from different backgrounds. All of them are different. All of them have something that killing Samara's character will achieve for them. It will give them power. It'll give them influence, and of course, it'll give them aura. So the whole plot point of Samara needing to survive again, but this time for the heads of like the family of people after she murdered the last family. What was the name? I can't think of it. I can't think of it, and I know if I try and say one and throw a name out there, I'm gonna absolutely butcher it. But the antagonists were a lot more interesting because they were so varied. They had distinct personalities, looks. It was just a lot funnier, in my opinion. And last but not least, I found this movie much more visually stimulating and appealing. I thought the color was a lot better. I thought it was just a lot more interesting to have it take place during the day. It just seemed a lot prettier. In the first movie, Samara's character just kind of Resident Evil style running around a house that's seeped in a muted color tone. It wasn't a pretty color tone either. And that gets kind of boring. Like I didn't really love that. At least in this one, she goes outside, she goes to a wedding and she's kind of just all over the place. And it's really beautiful because there's actual color and it just adds a whole nother level of madness when everything is just colorful and just visually stimulating. And, that's all I have to say in terms of pros. I don't really have anything in cons, and it's not that this movie is uh flawless to say the least, because it's not. No movie rarely is, but this one was just a lot better, a much more significant improvement on the first, in my opinion. You don't have to agree, that's completely fine. But I really enjoyed this one a lot more. I laughed a lot more. I think they just kinda took the fact that this is kind of more of a slaughter comedy or slaughter horror. I don't know what genre you put this in. It kind of fits into like multiple, but I think they kind of took the fact that this is like a slaughter comedy pretty much to heart, and they're like, all right, well, let's have a little bit more fun with it. Let's make it less serious. And this one definitely worked better. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I give the movie a C plus, 65 out of 100. Not bad at all. But definitely above average, but it's not going to be like, the next Oscar winner. So it is what it is. And that's completely fine. I have no problem with where it landed. And it's definitely something that I'll probably watch again, actually. The first one I watched that and I was like, I don't know why everyone's so hype about this. I guess it's okay. Samara Weaving's pretty good, I guess. But I don't plan on watching it again. This one, I can actually see myself watching again. Just because it's very enjoyable. I mean, right here you have a picture I used of two of the antagonists, and their dynamic is one that's pretty funny. So I think this movie was a great improvement on the first. Funnier, more charming, uh, great in the slaughter comedy. The ending is just really funny, and I loved Elijah Wood's lawyer character, who wasn't really there for anything. He was just kind of there to collect a paycheck. He didn't care that everyone was being stupid, but he was smooth and suave and funny. And that's how I am. So I relate. I relate very, very heavily. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed another movie review. There will be a playlist linked in the description below that will contain all my other movie reviews. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I've been Lebushki. This has been another movie review. I hope you all have a wonderful day doing as you shall be doing, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take it easy. Peace out.